What's up, everybody? It's your boy Odell. It's been a minute since I've done a video. My ass has been working like crazy. Uh, for instance, just today, 6:30 a.m. formation for PT, running 2 miles, then doing strength training just to come home, shower right quick, and then boom, head off into work. Thank God it's Friday because I'm about to grab a beer and straight chill. Uh, y'all know who this is. I still need to adjust the body and the Henley on here. Shout out to Mo's production. Um, he provides the Dexter Henley. Um, and a lot of people who probably have Katos will say, "Oh my God, that's too big," or "Oh my God, it's not accurate," or whatever. Once the head goes on there and the pants, everybody's gonna know who the fuck it is, and it's to everybody's liking. I think the fucking Henley is perfect. It's an affordable price, like I think 1/6 scale clothing should be, because now I think I saw a payment plan where if you want a certain individual's clothing, there's a payment plan. A payment plan for fucking 1/6 scale clothing, whatever. All right. Anyway, pants will be coming. The reason why I put it on a CM Toys Muscle Body is because I had an extra body and I had it wrapped in newspaper because I was going to mail it out to Elvis 1976 to do a project for me. Uh, it stayed in the box for a while and it got smudge marks all over it. I mean, the upper body is horrendous. So instead of just sitting there and being like, well, fuck, it's a wasted body, let me toss it in the trash. I got the Henley. It fits perfect. I'm going to have to tweak it out a little bit. See right here to adjust the shoulder part and everything. I'm going to tweak it out to get it just right. Get the pants on it. I got these boots for the shoes. Boots for the shoes. I got these the boots for the figure. So it should work out perfect. So most productions, thank you for that Henley. If anybody is trying to create a Dexter figure, uh, holla at him. Price wise, he'll talk with you on that. But definitely check that out. Okay, that was topic number one. Topic number two, um, Hot Toys. Uh, the Incredible Hulk came out, saw it. I would have liked if they could have gave an extra head sculpt, maybe. I would have even really enjoyed it if they could have gave you a Bruce Banner figure, but you can only wish, right? So that's going to be a $300 figure. I'm thinking 350, 375. I'm thinking it's going to be the cost on that. And accessories, I mean, you're not getting shit, but what can you do? Um, yeah, today I just really just stopped and was just like, you know what? I love Batman. I love Batman. I love the whole trilogy that Christopher Nolan did. But I'm getting all the Batman figures. We all know this. I'm getting the Tumbler that's coming out soon. Um, Mentally though, I'm drained of Batman. I don't want to see any more Batman. I don't want to see any more Avengers. I really want to see something different. And the only reason is because Elvis 1976 is creating his very own Bane figure. If you've been on the Sideshow Freaks site and you've seen his page, his Bane figure destroys Hot Toys figure. I think Hot Toys rushed and put and everybody says, "Oh, that's just the prototype." They stick with what they show you. What they show you is what you're gonna get. The body on the Bane figure looks like shit compared to Elvis 1976 photo of his Bane. He did the whole um, vest, and it's movie accurate as to where the Hot Toys is not. Um, It's sick what he can do. And he only spent a couple of days in his house looking at the, his whole costume, making it movie accurate, putting a different body on there, and it's perfect. And then Hot Toys just real quick dished it out and said, "Here you go, fuck you, goodbye." Um, it's the same with the tumbler. The camouflage tumbler. It's just a tumbler repainted in camouflage. There's no cannon on the top of it, and you're gonna sell it, and I don't see the point in even fucking having it. I mean, I can see, okay, everybody, nobody, Bane didn't drive it, he just had it there. Other individuals would drive. Anyway, it doesn't have a fucking cannon on the top. So to me, that's just another product that just said, hey, fuck it, put out, people will buy it, let's make some money. Me personally, I would kill for a 1/6 scale Lamborghini. I would kill for it. He's driven that in all three movies. We have Tony Stark, who's a billionaire. You got Bruce Wayne, who's a billionaire. But we have nothing exotic for them to be driving in. I just don't want the tumbler. Give me some exotic shit. Give me a Lambo with the Lambo doors on it. A Bentley. Hell, a Rolls Royce. Ferrari. I can go on and on. A Bugatti. Give me something besides just the tumbler. And they know they can sit there and fucking do it. But beyond that, let's even go beyond that. Hot Toys had already sat there and proved that with the Joker 2.0, Kato is willing to work with them if they commission him on something, okay? So my thing is, a lot of people bought the Joker outfit from Kato, spent a lot of money on it, and then he turned around, gave it to Hot Toys. He designed the Matrix. He designed the Neo outfit and the Morpheus outfit, which is off the chain. If everybody's seen that Morpheus figure, it's off the chain. So my thing is, hire the brother again to do the Matrix line. Everybody's seen the Matrix. It's just not Morpheus and it's just not Neo. You can get Trinity. Hell, you can even get Jada Pinkett, her character. You can get the two twin brothers with the long hair or whatever. You can get them involved. The Matrix was a movie that broke barriers. Everybody. I don't think there's not one person in this world that has not seen that movie. Just hell, Denny Kim and his whole lineup of people are getting ready to put out Murtaugh and Riggs from Lethal Weapon, which is I think personally the only movie that has done 4 movies of Lethal Weapon, and all 4 have been off the fucking chain. Usually you can do 1, part 2 maybe, part 3 is like, and then that's it. Nobody ever dared to do a 4th one. All 4 of Lethal Weapon is off the chain. Everybody has seen Lethal Weapon. Jump in. I just want to see something different. I'm tired of Batman. Like I said, they're coming out with some hot shit with Batman from the 1/6 to the 1/4 scale that I will be getting, but I'm tired. I'm tired of the Avengers. That's just been the main focus. Get the license to do some different shit. Inner Bay went completely different. It was like, boom, here's Kobe Bryant. A lot of people are knocking that figure, but I mean, the articulation, the movements that you can put them in is realistic. The uniforms could use some work, and I pray to God that they do right with Jordan when they do put them out. But they're daring to be different. Men in Black, they're putting that out, daring to be different. I will say this for Inner Bay though: stop with the fucking Bruce Lee. Okay, don't get me wrong. Bruce Lee is my favorite martial artist. He was the best, but for crying out loud, it's like you're fucking his corpse. I mean, everything is Bruce Lee now. Statues, another figure. How many more figures does Inner Bay need to put out with Bruce Lee? It's enough. Hot Toys did enough. figures of Bruce Lee. So we don't need to sit there and jump into uh, jump into that. For instance, what Hot Toys can do, they put Angelica out for Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, I guess they may have to do that because maybe some women are complaining that, hey, you're not putting out enough women figures. Trinity, you can put her out. But Davy Jones, I know they've done Davy Jones, but they can do a better version of it. I don't know. Just something different. The Walking Dead, come out with that. Uh, what else is hot? When Superman comes out, I will say this. I hope they do the Superman figure right. I hope they do Russell Crowe's as Jor-El because his fucking costume in the movie is off the fucking chain. Um, and depending on what Zod and old girl's outfit looks like, a lot of people again are knocking the whole Superman outfit. Christopher Reeve is always going to be known for Superman, but we can't always go for that look. It's 2012 going on 2013. They're trying to sit here and basically give Superman the alien look. He is a fucking alien. So they're trying to give the alien look in the suit. So I think the suit is off the chain. I think the fucking movie will rock. But that's a whole different topic. Hot Toys, please, please, please start coming out with some different shit. Sucker Punch, I'd rather fucking do what I did this morning and run 2 miles and do a shitload of strength training. Even though I don't want to do that, but I'd rather do that than to sit there and watch Sucker Punch. To come out with those two girls, not interested. Tron, saw the movie, not interested. The bike is nice, don't get me wrong. It took 8 years for them to come out and finally put the bike out. But the bike is nice. I'm sure it looks nice in the evening time, lights displayed and everything. But I remember going to the movie theater and barely anybody was in that bitch to go see it. And then when they did see it, they're like, I'm the type of collector where I want to collect the hot shit. You're calling yourself Hot Toys, put out the hot shit. Star Wars, the only figure we've seen so far is Luke, which is off the fucking chain compared to, sideshow version of Luke. Am I going to get rid of it? No. Like I said, when I have my shit set up, there'll be a vintage side. There'll be the new side. This is, of course, vintage because it's the old sideshow version. The sideshow bodies are suck, the suck made your ass. I mean, there's no articulation in them in what, whatsoever. But I mean, can we get an Obi-Wan? Can we get a Darth Maul? Can we get an Anakin? I want to see their versions of Star Wars. And I mean, do the whole Jedi Council. Do the whole lineup. Don't slip on that shit. Don't just give me, 6 out of the 12 or 14 or however many that were on there. You know what I'm saying? Kill it. Bring out some of those Star Wars figures because I know they can do it and I know they can make it look 10 times better than what Sideshow did. But it's just Batman. I don't need a Joker 3.2. I don't need a Bruce. They haven't done a Bruce Wayne figure, but I got a feeling that they probably will. But I have no problem with them doing these things. We still need Ra's al Ghul. We still need Alfred. We still need Fox. I don't mind them doing these figures. I want them to do these figures. But right now, let's take a break from Batman and then just come back to it. Let's just come back to it. Now, the Captain America from the Avengers figure, that's a sick figure. I love that one. The one that the original one, I'm not really too big of a fan on that. And then the rescue version that came out, that's nice. But my thing is they're rushing right now. They didn't have to do all. They could have done the Avenger Captain America and then, hey, you know what? Let's come back and now let's do the other different costumes that he had in the movie. Come back to that shit. But let's start doing something different. If you can get the rights to the NBA, I'm sure there's a lot of sports fans out there that would want to see different NBA characters, or whatever, just different films, but films that actually meant something. Saving Private Ryan. Sarong did the whole set on that, and it was the bomb. I mean, he has the whole set of Saving Private Ryan, and he killed that. That's the one thing that I like about Sarong compared to Rain Man. They're both top-notch artists, but Rain Man kind of listens to certain individuals from the Freaks, from Sideshow Freaks, and he does figures. As to where Sarong, he'll take some input from people, but he just wants to do what he wants to do. He's an artist, and he's like, this is what I want to put out. You would never see Rain Man put out a Beethoven. You'll never see Rain Man put out Led Zeppelin. He's doing that next. Some people don't even know who the fuck Jimi Hendrix is. They probably didn't know who Jimi Hendrix was until they saw his figure. I've been knew who Jimmy was since back in the day. So when he came out, when I sat there and when I was in Korea and I saw him at the convention, he had posted up there saying Jimi Hendrix coming soon. Man, I shook his hand. I was like, thank you. And then sitting there seeing the prototypes, shit, that it's a must-have figure. But he jumps in different aspects of things. He doesn't just listen to what 2 or 3 people from a forum says and then boom, he does it. And that's pretty much Rain Man's style. I don't know where Pee Wee Herman came from. And to everybody who has gotten a Pee Wee Herman, I'm not knocking y'all. MRA, Magnus, I'm not knocking y'all at all. That's a figure you guys want in your collection. You grew up on Pee Wee, you looked at Pee Wee, and it's, I'm just not a Pee Wee fan. As soon as I seeing the way he walked and then the way he laughed, I was a little kid and I looked at my mom. I was like, yo, can we turn the channel, please? Aliens is on. Can we watch that? Or fuck, the Bulls are playing. I want to watch the Bulls. I do not. Because I remember my mother sat there and she was flicking the TV and Pee Wee Herman was on. All the furniture was coming to life. The chair was talking. She was like, oh, here you go, sweetheart. You can watch this. I looked at my mom and I was like, in my head, I was saying, are you fucking kidding me? I grabbed the remote and I'm like, I'm not watching this shit. I'm like, what is this? I'm not watching. No. Chicago Bulls. I'm watching sports. Again, I'm just saying from my own personal view, the figure looks awesome, but I'm just not. I don't even know what the fucking bike is for. And when I sat there and said that, I was at the job and I was like, showing a couple of my homies and they know of everything about Pee Wee, and I was like, that's an ugly ass bike, and they're like, dude, that's like his most pride and joy. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they all looked at me like, oh my God, sorry, I just never really, I don't know what the fuck, the whole him loving his bike and it was stolen, never saw the movie. But anyway, the thing is, certain individual wanted it and I guess they pressed for it and he was convinced to do it. I mean, that's fine, but I would love to own some Rain Man pieces, but it's just, I don't want no Pee Wee Herman. I don't want no Back to the Future. The Doc Holliday, after really sitting there looking at it, it was, I don't know, just something in me was just like, I have to pass on this. And I'm kind of, maybe a little bit of me is kind of regretting that I should have got that and actually had my first figure owned. If I could have got that Blondie, man, I would have picked that up in a heartbeat because I watch westerns. Clint Eastwood is the fucking man, and I hope he reissues that back out or whatever because I'll be all over that piece. But again, the point is, Sarong does what he wants to do, and he's very creative about it. So, a lot of customs. Denny Kim, like I said, is going to be working on Lethal Weapon. Um, man, it just sucks because I hate dishing out money on customs and then they don't come out until like 4 months from now. I can see a deposit, doing a deposit, but when you're paying for the whole figure all up front and then excuse me, and then you gotta wait fucking 3 to 4 months for it to come out. I'm not really too much of a big fan. That's why it's like, if Hot Toys can do this shit, all I got to do is just wait till the figure comes out and just buy it, and then boom, it's shipped to the house. So anyway, Hot Toys, just please, I just come out with some hot shit. You are with the Batman line, but I just let's take a break from that. Unless you're gonna come out with a 1/6 scale Lamborghini, I'll be definitely interested in something like that. But for right now, let's kind of just step away from the superhero and just jump onto some different shit, please. Oh my god. I mean, like The Walking Dead season 3 is about to come on. Let's get some of those characters. I mean, please. All right. And yeah, that's really about it. I'm tired, y'all. So, and plus, I'm already been talking for like 20 minutes. Videos that I've seen on the tube. One. Um, this is my advice to you, bruh, and really think about this. Take it from an individual who, in my position and what I've been doing the past 17 years, you have this hobby and you have this craft that you can do. It's always going to be there. It is always going to be there. But when it comes down to family, once they're gone, that's it. They're gone. You won't see them until it's your time is up. So I've been in the military for 17 years, and I've been away from my family for 17 years. I'll probably say out of those 17 years, I probably have seen my family maybe, I would say, no more than 30 times in 17 years. I was averaging about once a year of seeing my family, and then I started finding more time to get to see them. But that shit is hard. I don't have kids. I don't have any baby mamas. But when it comes down to that, like I said, this hobby ain't going nowhere. I can chill. I can take a break for a year and still come back and get a Joker 2.0. I may have to pay a little bit more money for it, but I can still come back and get one. It's always going to sit there and always going to be there. It's the same with custom figures. Somebody's eventually going to sit there and sell this shit, so I'll be able to sit there and grab it and get a hold of it. But when it comes down to family, bruh, once they're gone and you can't get that back, that's it. Um, Long story short, my uncle, who I was very, very close with um, when I was a kid, he passed away when I was away, and I didn't get a chance to speak to him before his surgery. He passed during surgery. I didn't get a chance to speak to him before surgery, and I should have. I should have found some type of time to sit there and get a hold of him, but I couldn't, and that was it. And that shit, I say that shit haunted me for years. I just recently, not too long ago, finally, made peace with it, and basically was like, I know he knows that if I was there, I would have been there, and I would have made the time to sit there and see him. And I finally sat there and made peace with it. All these years, man, uh, I've had, how should I say, reoccurrence dreams of that same fucking night when I got the phone call saying that he passed, and that's a heavy ass burden that I had to carry for all those years, and finally I'm able to, let my shoulders down and be able to, be relaxed about it. And, but again, if I could go back in time, yeah, I would tell Uncle Sam, Deuce, I'll see y'all when I get back, but I'm going to see my uncle. And I would have done that. So I've been away. I've missed funerals. I've missed spending time with sick ones before they passed. And I refuse to. I got 3 more years left, and I just refuse to. My father was sick at one time, and I was like, fuck y'all. And it was recently too when I got in from Korea. I was actually late getting to my next duty station because I was in Korea for a whole entire year and my father was sick. And I said, "Fuck y'all! When I get home, I'm taking the time off. I have a date that I'm supposed to report at the base, and I'll be there on that date." But you're not going to get me as soon as I get off this fucking plane. I owe this time to my mom, my dad, my family, basically. I have a 2-year-old niece now, and she needs to know who her uncle is. She doesn't need to see this black dude keep walking in and be like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I want her to know who her uncle is. So thank God where I'm living at now, I'm 4 hours away from home. I can go home frequently, and I do that a lot now. But, bruh, all I could sit there and say is, family first. The Myers and everything else that you do will always be there. And again, you'll always have the people that will support you and buy your stuff. But whatever's going on with the fam, fix that first, homie. Fix that first. Take it from an expert who has been away from his family. Um, Thank God my father is better and his health is better. But if I would have lost my dad, I would have called it quits with Uncle Sam. Fuck the benefits, fuck the retirement. Uh, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed because it's like you guys, they have this thing where it says service before self. That's a military slogan. Service before self. I believe in serving this country and defending it, but my family is first. And I will walk away from whatever mission is going on. I will walk away if it means for me to go home and spend that time with my mother, my father, or anybody that's closest to me, because Uncle Sam can, you know, give you the boot the next day and don't even give a shit about you. But your mom, your pops, even your baby mama, or whoever it is, will always sit there and be there for you. So that's just my advice, to you, bruh. So yeah, and going on 30 minutes. All right, y'all. Peace.